ability. It's fucking ridiculous. So we could just kind of dictate, basically just have like days. At least I'm like, it is so fucked. Just be like, oh yeah, we figured out how janky Metro can be, but then that doesn't help. Thanks. I definitely need to see if there's like other provider options around here that are. Let's see. Like, really fucking annoying. Yeah. Off this front. I know I'm not shitty. At least. I hope. It better be just for fucking today, though, because this... If this is like... It's like something on the brim of my hat. Oh, whoa. Whoa, did it just, like, fix itself all of a sudden? Holy shit, it just went back to full bars now. Did it actually just solve itself? Oh my god, it did. I didn't do anything. It just stopped being throttled. Oh my god. Yay! I'm not being throttled anymore. Oh shit, okay. Whew. Just out of nowhere, it just decided to pop back. Oh, thank God. Ah, yay. I was honestly kind of having a mini eternal panic about that because I need to like pull up my concert ticket from the internet to, you know, via my email. Like, I kind of need internet services. It's not even just for this. But, okay. Whew. That got solved. I guess, finally. Sukov, hey, get over here. Hey. He's here to talk off. Come on, buddy. Alright, you're hearing a little pup go off. You sweet little thing. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Here, do this real quick. Let's see. Make sure everything's all good. Just confirm at this point. Let's see. Confirm. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that actually is how it normally is. Okay, like a second or two delay, that's normally how it is. Yay! Fucking Metro has stopped throttling my ass. I don't know what the fuck that was about this entire, like, most of the afternoon. It was like that when I woke up, and I was like, oh, maybe I just need to restart the phone, because I know if my phone's, like, on overnight, because usually I'm listening to something like a, you know, like, usually like a DFAT Fried episode or something, and, oh, Jesus Christ, but it's just like, normally I'm thinking, oh, I could just restart the fucking phone, it'd be fine, which I did, and thought, okay, whatever, wouldn't be a big deal, and, I guess it was for a while. But, yeah, like, just a second ago went from, like, 1 bar out of nowhere to, like, 0, then to, like, full bars. So, that at least makes me a little happy. That's good. After, like, who knows how fucking long of attempting to deal with this shit. Fucking hell, man. Man, fuck. It's like private internet service companies and self-service companies, just straight up though. Like, I mean, it's like, it's just basically on the dictatorial whims of like whenever in the fuck they may or may not happen to, you know, be you know, like deciding whether like the internet services are going to be good or not, and I have to basically just go on that onus and just be like, well, if services are fucked because if they haven't fixed their shit properly, then well, oh well, just have to sit here and suffer with it. It's like, fuck that. It's like, I mean, it's already possible because it has been done in like small towns and different places already. You know, and even in this country, like I think Chattanooga, Tennessee is like one of these places. You know, or at least, you know, some places in Tennessee I know for sure is like one of these places that has public internet and public utilities of this. And it's fucking absurd. It's like, what, we can't just have nice things like that? Seriously? Especially when at this point it's like quite literally a basic necessity. At least in a modern world. It's like fucking hell. Fucking Venom posted a comment on my first struggle. This is hilarious out of context. You know what? You know what? That's just gonna make me leave that stream on now. I was thinking about deleting it, but I was just like, you know what? If it's actually kind of funny out of context, I'll just leave it there. I might even rename it. Rename it into like out of context absurdity or some shit. Oh, here, I even add a little update thing to the title on this one. There we go. Boom. Sweet. Huh. I was gonna delve into some shit, y'all. So, might as well see if there is something to check out at this point. I know I did have something I wanted to look at. A little bit. I just have to find it now at this point because it's been a minute. Dealing with all this other bullshit. Where'd it go? So it was about some dude who was literally like LARPing as a fucking McDonald's employee, and it was straight up gross as fuck. Where did that go? Where does it go? I know it's from Hero Support. I can just look at shit up. There we go. There we go. Boom. Man, what is the fucking weather? Because it is seriously goddamn nippy. Like, what the fuck? I might even put on a jacket. 6-7 degree. Damn, it is actually kind of nippy out. Yeah, I might honestly put on a jacket. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Man. Now my brain's all just like bleh. Just because of just, you know, having to deal with all that bullshit. Ay. Now I need like a coffee or something to like rejuvenate myself. Just be like, yeah, get the energy back in me. But anyway. And boom. Cool. Alright, now let's see about this. Yeah, this is all right, fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Service bullshit is now totally solved. Sweet. Okay. Now we can just kind of delve into our fun little escapades. To the fun escapades.
I have not watched this video yet. I saw it on Reddit, but I didn't watch. I thought that I'd saved this for stream. So apparently, this YouTuber is going to film himself getting a job at McDonald's. But in actuality, he's not really working at McDonald's. He's LARPing as a McDonald's worker for a day or so. And he's going to essentially, from my understanding of the description of this video, drive home the point that it's not that bad to work at McDonald's. They respect their workers.
No, they don't. and it is not actually a good time to work there.
There's a little bit of a problem. This video is sponsored by McDonald's UK. So a little bit of a conflict of interest. So the YouTuber in question here is Ollie White Vlogs. He is a British person. I don't know if that sounded more Australian. I shouldn't try with the British accent, but
Ollie White Vlogs, eh?
Like if this is really a political YouTuber per se. Seems like he's, just a standard, regular YouTuber, like vlogs and shit. Surprising my brother on his 19th birthday. Okay, so he's just like a vlogger or something like that.
Yeah,
so I don't
sounds like a
that,
typical vlogger, influencer shithead.
Political, but like it or not, this video is going to be political if you're going to drive home a certain point. Now look, I haven't watched it yet. So, if it is the case that, he explains how his experience when it comes to this PR stunt for McDonald's to, I guess, whitewash their treatment of workers, if he explains that that's not, like, representative of the average McDonald's UK worker, okay, I guess that's better. But
I guess
we all know where this is probably going to go, right? He's going to do propaganda and make it seem as if...
I mean, just because, like, a motherfucker happens to be in the UK and is working McDonald's there does not mean that it is actually, like, probably a good, situation. Got the buffering gods appeased. It was more of the fact that Metro did not, like, have its, like, cell service points properly set up or whatever, because while I was trying to troubleshoot, I was using the very little service I did have to kind of look up how to fix it, and there were, like, self-help ways to deal with it, which none worked. So I was like, well, it's kind of at least semi-running a little bit. Maybe I'll try again anyway. And I did, which, of course, same problem, but then out of nowhere, boop, it fixed itself. Like, Metro solved whatever bullshit it was dealing with or whatever the fuck, and so I was just like, out of nowhere, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Oh shit, it fixed itself. It's just out of nowhere. So, like, at the beginning of this, you'll probably see me all glitched the fuck out, and then out of nowhere, I'm like, oh my god! I'm not even gonna lie, though, I was having a little bit of an internal panic from that shit, because I'm like, I kind of needed to, like, easily load up the internet from my email so I can go access the tickets for the concerts I'm going to tonight and tomorrow. So it wasn't even just for doing this or just kind of, fucking off or whatever, but it's also just because I actually need it as a necessity for later. So I'm happy that it did actually solve itself. Because, oh my god, it was, I mean, while frustrating and annoying, at least for this, I mean, it was kind of like, oh god, like, this is a problem for later. Because that really would have been.
Hunky dory. He treats they treat their employees well. Now, I don't know about the UK, I'm sure it's the same there, same company, but in the United States, McDonald's workers are treated like complete shit. They get their hours cut, so they can't, qualify for healthcare. That's not a problem in the UK, obviously, but they don't have unions. They're underpaid, overworked. They have no benefit.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if workers at McDonald's in the UK also don't have unions. Because, I mean, the UK is, well, yeah, probably better when it comes to worker rights and stuff like that. That doesn't necessarily mean that, like, all their workforce is unionized or anything like that. They definitely suffer from the same problems that we do when it comes to shit like that. Not to the same degree, obviously, but, yeah, they do too.
I think that management does have more benefits, but still, like, McDonald's workers are exploited, and they're treated like shit by management, by customers. So,
I know the feeling.
Let's see him apparently whitewash McDonald's employees' treatment.
What is up, people? How is it going? And welcome to the vlog. Now, I've heard that you can apply for a job at McDonald's using Alexa. You know how much I love my food? Now,
or you could get a job for, via Alexa. It's just like, ugh, gross. Alexa, apply for me to have a job at McDonald's, please. What type of positions they have? It's like, ew, gross, no. I mean, what, you can't just, like, go down there your fucking self?
love my tech as well. So I thought, why not try and apply and get a job at McDonald's? Alexa, help me get a job at McDonald's.
Here's the skill McDonald's and Fly Through by Paradox Incorporated for McDonald's. Hi, what country do you want to work in?
United Kingdom. How cool is this?
Okay, just from the beginning.
That's not really cool. That's lame. It's like, I mean, I can understand being like, hey, can you find me, like, a website, for, like, job applications, and then it pops that up on your phone or your computer. That would be kind of cool, because then you could just do that yourself. I mean, for fuck's sake, like, I don't want no goddamn Alexa doing it for me.
Advertisement for McDonald's. Like, it's sponsored by McDonald's, but he's, like, going in right off the bat saying, oh, did you know that you can apply for McDonald's using your Alexa app? Why is his watch pixelated? I didn't notice that.
Is this watch pixelated? Oh, it is! What the fuck? Is it because it's like an Apple Watch, and he's not being sponsored by Apple in this video, so thus it's censored? Yeah, weird. What the fuck? That is so weird.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch every second of it. Let's get to the McDonald's portion, okay? He puts on the uniform. He's officially LARPing.
Well, he at least kind of got one thing right, that, like, just blanket stare of just, like, that blank stare. I mean, he got that right. I mean, he got that part right there for this. I mean, where he's just blanketly, like, soullessly staring into the void. That part is accurate. I mean, you got that part of the LARP down.
And first of all, I think that this doesn't get said enough, but employers should not be able to control every aspect of our lives. I mean, think about how much control employers have. They control everything. They control the clothes that you wear. They control the way that you speak. When I worked at Subway, for example...
I mean, that's clear. Before he gets into his example, I could just get into mine. Like, I mean, before our new store director and shit, the last one literally, like, for the final week was getting on me for the fact that I had my fucking pins, on my work shirt and shit. Even though I, like, looked down on it, I'm like, my pins? Just like, yeah, you need, take those off. And I'm just like, I'm looking at them like, like, half of these are, like, either corporate/union approved pins. Like, yeah, some of them maybe not, but, like, huh? Like, I just looked at utter confusion, like, huh? And also because now we have those new gray shirts that I have at this point. Before that, we used to at least have, like, a very limited, like, dress code of what we could wear, like khaki, white or blue or black, basically. Well, not blue. I think it was just, like, white, khaki, gray, or black, basically. At least for us. And honestly, it's just like, I didn't give a fuck. I wore black and white plaid. I wore even red plaid. Like, I didn't give a shit. Like, I was, like, one of the dudes rocking plaid mostly back there, and they did not like that either. I mean, it's just, like... But honestly, especially when it comes to, like, the autonomy of, like, what I'm wearing, as long as it's not, like, overtly, like, explicitly something that is just, like, against, like... rule on that one, like, I'm wearing a shirt that says, like, eat shit or something. Yeah, obviously not, approvable. Like, even I can, understand that. But, like, if I'm wearing, like, a button-up plaid, even though technically it needs to be, like, a black button-up or something like that, or whatever the fuck, then just like, fuck off. It's like, get over it. It's like, it's not that big of a fucking deal, I mean, same thing with, like, pants wear too, even. Like, I mean, we work behind a counter, so why are pants, like, that big of a concern? Like, I mean, like, if I'm wearing, like, green pants, or, like, blue pants, or black pants, or whatever the fuck, like, does that actually matter? But, no, it has to be, like, black or khaki. Nothing in between. Or, it's just, like, well, blue, obviously, like, blue jeans and shit, but it has to either be, like, jeans, or, like, dress pants, basically. Well, not like literal dress pants, but like those more nicer looking jeans that are more for like dress and formal looks. And it's just like, no. Like, I'm wearing some fucking cargos or some shit. Like, they're honestly far more utilitarian for what we do, because we'll have, like, box cutter knives and shit like that we'll have in our side pocket and shit. Like, we're gonna have things that we would need on our side pockets that cargos would have. Well, you need to at least wear something. I mean, at least long clothing at least of some sort, like, you know, pants at the very least. Like, I mean, you can't wear like shorts or like a skirt or anything like that, because at least for where we work behind a food counter and stuff, especially when you got things like, you know, fryers, ovens, things like that, not necessarily a good idea.
Ended by management, because instead of saying, "Hi, welcome to Subway," I would say, "Hi, how can I help you today?" Nope, Mike, you've got to say, "Welcome to Subway." Okay, does it fucking matter? I'm
Oh my god, I'm so glad we don't have to go that hard about it. Like, obviously you have to be, like, at least for my work, you just have to be nice about it, where it's like, you know, just be, you know, have like somewhat of a positive thing. Like this, for example, it's like, "Hi, what can I get you?" Like, we can do that, you know. We're not gonna be like, "Welcome to Safeway" or some shit. Like, like, there's no reason for that. Like, I mean, if we wanted to do that, we would have, you know, a door greeter, you know, but there's no reason for it. You know, it's just like, or maybe if a courtesy's feeling, you know, nice and, you know, cordial with you, maybe they'll say something, you know, outside while they're picking up carts as you're walking in or something. You know, like, I mean, like, I don't know, it's like, at least for us, we don't need to deal with that shit, and thank fuck, because, like, we have to technically for, like, phone calls where it's like, "This is the blah blah blah, you know, Dell department, and this is me, how can I help you?" You know, we have to go the whole way, but I don't give a shit. I'm just like, "This is, you know, the blah 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 Dell department, how can I help you?" You know, I just cut to the chase. You know, like, you know, just, you know, because obviously I know the person probably wants to make sure they're getting the right store, yeah, so I'll let them know which one they're calling, and that's the deli, and how can I help? You know, it's just like, if they need my name, you know, then I'll let them know. So, you know, it's just like, and usually some people ask, mainly if I'm taking orders, like, "Oh, what was your name again?" You know, it's just like, "Oh, it's this." You know, it's like, "Oh, well, thank you for taking my order, blah, blah, blah." Usually it's like, people tend to be pretty nice, you know, and I'm just glad about that. Most people that tend to call up are usually just asking about if we're open or if we have something, or just taking an order, and they're usually pretty nice about it. But oh my, honestly, there's sometimes like there's been times I've unironically have been hearing like people's weird drama in the background while people are taking orders. It's like, "Yeah, I'm here to like do a catering order here." Yeah, and then I'm hearing in the background, it's like, "Jay, make sure that," you know, it's just like some lady just pissed off yelling about something, you know, at the dude that having a phone call, you know, trying to like take an order. So I'm just like, and I'm sitting here like, "Oh, well, it sounds like you got some shit going on." It's like, I mean, honestly, I will say that, like, I mean, it's kind of interesting, honestly. I mean, like, I will say, because, I mean, it's not like I try to eavesdrop, but it's because of just how, like, the mic is on the phone, I won't be able to help but hear it. And it's just interesting. Because sometimes, like, and I can kind of see why, you know, in some ways at least, how some people, when they do come up, why they might, you know, have, like, a somewhat of an attitude, because they're bringing that shit with them. Because they got, like, you know, either a husband or a wife that's yelling at them about some shit, you know, and it's just like, "Oh, make sure you get, you know, just whatever the fuck," you know, just, there's obviously, you know, some domestic drama shit going on, and then they just bring that along with them because, you know, for whatever fucking reason, have it bottled up, and, you know, if it doesn't happen to the right specification of not even what they want, but of the person that was hounding on their ass, then they're just going to basically compound all that onto you. I mean, it's how a lot, I think, is honestly how, not all, but I think at least maybe about like 30 to 45% of Karen interactions with food retail ends up usually happening. Is either because those same type of fucking people are directly dealing with the workers, or the people that have to deal with those fucking people compound it and basically channel that Karen-ness into everyone else. Like, I mean, it's usually something like that, which, depending on the person, I can kind of tell maybe or maybe not if they are directly the Karen or not, just based on really just their demeanor, really. Like, because some Karens aren't really hardcore about it, and I feel like those are the ones that are, like, they're compounding it. They don't really want to make a scene, but they're just stressed and have all this other bullshit, and, you know, Camelback, you know, got broken on the straw there, and, you know, and just like, "No, fuck this." I mean, fuck. I mean, I will admit, even I have almost gotten to those type of points before. I mean, shit, I was unironically half tempted to call, like, you know, the cell phone customer service to be a Karen a little bit on the phone, you know, be like, why in the fuck is, like, the shift throttled? What the fuck? Yeah, I was about to go, be like, yeah, what the hell? But, you know, luckily that shit got fixed. But either way.
Yes, it does matter, apparently. We'll write you up if you don't fucking say the right thing. So they control your clothing, your speech. It's straight up corporate dictatorship, Stone, as you're saying. So just the fact that they have so much control is insane. Tuck in your shirt. If you've got time to lean, you've got time to clean. They're fucking mini tyrants, right? So we have democracy when it comes to our...
Oh, I hate that line. I heard what he said. If you got time to lean, you got time to clean. Basically, if you're leaning on the counter, you know, for a second, because God forbid if it's slow for like 5 minutes, you know, throughout the day. Yeah, so it's just like, I hate that shit. Because it's like, oh, yeah, we're not taking a break, but yeah, God forbid we take a break basically for 5 minutes and lean on the counter for a second and kind of, you know, take a quick little mental breather. I hate the time to lean, time to clean managers. Dude, oh my god, I hate it. I understand it if it's been like dead for over an hour or some shit, or like 30 plus minutes and people are just still kind of leaning, even though, yeah, there probably could be some projects done and shit. But if it's for like 5 or 10 minutes, fucking let them lean for a minute, you know? Like, yeah, you know, have time to chill for a little bit because, you know, you went for a rush or something. Yeah, things are a little dirty, but, you know, again, you know, not really in too much of a major rush because we're still like halfway through the day or whatever the fuck. You know, it's just like, yeah, we'll just kind of sit here, chill, take a little breather, and, you know, see what type of projects need to be done, kind of organize our mind how to go through it and, you know, get it done, and, you know, after like 10 minutes to kind of lean around for a second, yeah, we'll get back to doing our shit. Oh, no. It's like, it's why I hate the whole, like, time to lean, time to clean shit, because, like, oh, so what, you know, if I'm done cleaning, what, and I start leaning again, like, what are you gonna say then, huh? It's like, hey, I cleaned, so what are you gonna get at me now for? It's like, I'm gonna lean now because I don't have literally anything to do until we close up, or until my shift ends, so, like, I mean, it's so annoying. It's like, sometimes, especially depending on, honestly, most jobs will have, like, moments of lean time, you know, in between shit that you have to do during your job before breaks and shit. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that just means, hey, you got your shit done. And you just, you know, taking a quick little, you know, time before you move on to your next batch of shit to do. I mean, to me, I have no problem with anything like that. It just shows us, you know, it just shows they got, you know, a crew that's productive. That's about as far as, you know, it shows for me, because, like, hey, you got people that are able to catch up to the point where they kind of chill for a minute and fucking, you know, like, relax for a sec, you know, because they're able to get their shit done still. Oh, yeah, I mean, they got to clean a little bit, but, hey, they got their shit done at least, and they're going to do it again once they're done. Oh, no, big deal. Right. It only becomes one, like I said from earlier, like the caveat of, like, if it's like 30 plus minutes, an hour or something, and it's like, okay, I mean, we, you know, it looks like, you know, we're listening to stuff out on the floor a little bit, you could probably, you know, fill up a little something. You know, that's where, you know, it kind of comes into play of, like, okay, you can probably, you know, start getting back into, you know, getting some stuff going, you know, get some stuff finished up and shit.
Nobody's even thinking about how we should have democracy in the workplace. But that's beside the point.
Why is his audio so shitty? Does he not have, like, this little, like, mics that, like, can pin on their shirt? Did he not get, like, 4 or 5 of those or something? Why is the audio horrible?
Yeah. It's meant to be over my ears, not put it over your eyes. Okay, so get it like that. Yeah, like a superhero.
Oh my god. Dude, if our store director, or, like, even my department manager saw, like, me and, like, a couple coworkers doing this with some hairnets, they would basically be like, quit fucking around. Quit messing around. You know, fill up some, you know, stock, fucking, you know, help a customer or something. So, you know, quit messing around with hairnets. Like, that, they would immediately just, like, quit. They would quit telling you to mess around. Like, I would not be able to get away with this. And also, I don't wear them anyway because I have a hat. As long as you're wearing like a hat or something, make sure your shit's all tucked back there. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have a hairnet.
Okay, immediately, if this were a real experience as a McDonald's employee, the manager would be like, "Stop fucking around!"
Yep, yeah, exactly.
This is already not accurate.
Hold on, we gotta hear that again.
"Stop fucking around! Put on the hairnet!" Like, so this is already not accurate.
Oh my god, that edit though.
And they do that in a very British voice, I'm assuming.
Okay, why did he put a hairnet on and then a hat? Like, for his hair being so short, he doesn't need a hairnet. You could just have the hat. It's what cooks the burgers, a burger press. No, it's what basically heats them up. It's not really cooking them. Like, this isn't exactly like some sort of like restaurant experience cooking, you know, kitchen here, buddy.
I want to get making some things. So I'm here with Ruben. How you doing? Good? We're going to be learning how to make something today, a burger or something. But before we do, I wanted to ask you, how have you found it working with Lauren so far?
It's fun. It's challenging every day. I challenge or someone.
Okay, this right here, just pure propaganda. You have a camera in a worker's face and asking him.
And I honestly can't even barely understand it because the audio is so shit. Like, why, like, I mean, why not have, like, those little lapel mics or something? I mean, like, for fuck's sake. I mean, and I'm also saying for fuck's sake because those notifications are really starting to annoy me. But, like, I mean, I'm not even understanding a word that he's saying, mainly because he's talking quietly, probably because he doesn't want to be doing this, and he just wants to work and get his fucking paycheck and just be done with it, you know, like, I mean, he don't give a shit, like, so he's just having to, like, you know, be like, well, okay, just kind of reservedly, you know, explain something to him, and with a camera to his face, using the camera's mic, which isn't working with understanding anything that's being said, because I'm hearing a far more ambiance than anything.
McDonald's. I mean, what do you think he's gonna say? Do you want him to be honest? Of course you don't. What do you want him to say?
And also, yeah, he's definitely not being honest, because if he was actually being honest, he would be saying that, yeah, this shit kind of sucks.
Would come into, you know, Subway when I worked there, or, you know, any job that I had. Do you think that we would be honest and upfront? We'd say, oh no, we love it, it's great. Love everyone here, it's great. Because you have no choice. You have to say, oh, everything is copacetic here. So, I mean, this dude is like, he can't explain what he actually thinks about this job. I fucking hate it. The people are assholes, you know, I don't get paid enough money, you know, but he can't say that though.
So, like, do you feel like you've learned a lot of skills from working here?
Yeah. I like to learn how to lead a team, how to work as a team, and work as a team like this.
I like how he's just like, oh, you learn a lot of skills working here at this, at this very low-skilled labor job, yeah? What? He's like, yeah, I guess when it comes to, like, he basically, like, I understand some stuff he just said there. Like, he basically just said, yeah, like, organizing things, working as a team. Those are things that you could literally learn anywhere. You can learn, like the organization thing literally on your own, and the whole, like, team thing literally in things like sports. Like, or literally anything else that requires multiple people working together. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ. It's like McDonald's ain't necessarily unique on those fronts. If anything, they undermined them.
You know what? Let's make a big mess. Okay?
Can't even get the fucking box off. Seriously. You just dropping buns in there? What is it, like, heat them up or something? Give them a slight toast?
I've got no stars, alright? Why have you got 4 stars? What have you done for 4 stars?
Work and work hard.
Yeah.
Then I won't stop. And I won't everything in the store, working everywhere.
So the different stars.
He probably, like, I'm assuming the stars are like, hey, here's a good merit, you know, type of thing or some shit. And, or like good work ethic type of thing. And, I mean, like, honestly, it's just like, basically, it's just like, hey, you're a good, efficient, you know, work a week and exploit. Here, have a star that shows that we can truly rely on you. The more stars you get, the more reliable you are to be exploited.
I just want to say, I hope that they, like, added more people to the staff, because, like, I would hate to think that he's training this person
For no reason.
just for a fucking YouTube video. Like, I would be pissed. Like, it's really difficult to train people. I was always, like, the trainer at my jobs, and, like, I feel like I was pretty good at it. I'm very patient. I think I can explain things well, but it's difficult because whenever you're training, you don't have extra labor. They
Yep.
usually, anyways, don't give us extra labor to train, so you're, like, trying to do your job and train.
This is true for grocery stores as well.
And help customers, and it becomes so, like, overwhelming. So I hope that they gave him
It is.
more staff, but I'd imagine they would, because this isn't, like, this is going to be broadcasted to, like, how many views? Almost 600,000 views, so...
Probably way more now.
They want...
I mean, honestly, like, it's the same thing for us. Like, I mean, to us, we're like, hey, we got a new person who is basically probably going to be like a third closer, essentially, which is nice, but that is pretty much the equivalent of just having 2 people, basically, because, I mean, that other person is essentially chaperoning, you know, and also helping out, you know, especially if they're catching on really quickly, you know, they probably, you know, won't need it as much, but, I mean, it's just type of same shit. I mean, because I've described it as basically, you know, corporate throwing you to the wolves. It's like, oh, you're hired. Here, go to the wolves. Like, that's basically just what they do. You know, and they just expect, you know, the people that are working there to just figure it out and, like, all right, well, here, you know, just train the person. It's like, what? I mean, it's like, yeah, it's nice that we're getting new people, but, it would probably be in the best interest to probably have it scheduled out to where they can chaperone an extra person, you know, during our usual shifts so they can, you know, learn with that person to train with. And also, we can still continuously maintain our shit, you know, as is outside of that. Like, that would probably be, you know, the most logical sense. Because then the person can be more efficiently and fully trained. And, you know, everyone else doing their usual duties aren't as heavily overwhelmed. It's not like they won't help, obviously. Like, I mean, everyone's going to, you know, be helping to train the new person. I mean, that's usually how it is, as they get acquainted and, you know, chat the person and shit like that. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like, that person's mainly chaperoning somebody else, and they're, like, the main person to go to, obviously, unless, you know, they're busy dealing with some other shit, you know, like helping a customer or something, so... I mean, you know, it's like it helps, you know, it does help, but being thrown to the wolves doesn't actually really do too much, especially for the person that's, you know, new, because then they don't get totally, fully, properly trained, and then we have to, like, basically, what would normally take, like, a week or two of, you know, fully training somebody of the basic general gist of things, ends up being more like a month. And even then, having to play catch-up of, you know, of other different shit, you know, because... you know, they weren't given the full rundown properly, or, you know, basically having to do a quick gist, you know, to them, you know, that they got from somebody and didn't get a full explanation.
They're going to make sure that he's not overwhelmed, but, you know, a regular training day probably doesn't look like this. Okay, this is 5 minutes and 18 seconds, so we cannot watch all of it. Let's go ahead and jump a little bit.
So you got to be on the ball here. Okay, we're gonna learn how to fry some chips.
You gotta be on the ball here. Yeah, no shit. Because it's called fucking fast food. Like, I mean, this type of industry is, like, on the ball and hustle, bustle, going.
This is something that I wanted to do. One person I want to ask.
See, this is where it gets really awkward for me, because she just wants to do her fucking job. She doesn't want a camera in her face. She probably didn't sign up for this. Like...
She's probably like, where in me getting hired for McDonald's did I ever, you know, see in there, in our contract, where I get a camera in my fucking face?
having to like put on a happy face for the camera. Like, you already have to put on a fake happy face when you're at work already, right? But to do it in front of a fucking camera for a YouTube video, I just can't imagine. I would hate this motherfucker if I were her. If I were any of them. Like, am I the asshole in this instance? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just...
I try to be nice fast to workers even when they are being slow. Yeah, I am too. Like, when it comes to, like, fast food retail and shit like that, like, I try to be, nice and cordial, because I'm one of them. I understand a lot of the bullshit that they go through. So it's like, I mean, I understand a lot of bullshit she's going through, even though it's in a different work industry, being a fast food versus, retail. But I work in a similar type of work environment, more specifically in my job in retail. So, I mean, it's like, even with that similarity aside, it's just like, I mean, I can easily relate to her and the bullshit she has to go through. You never know how much bullshit they already put up with that day. Or just for the whole week. And not just with at work, but even in their own home lives.
If somebody came into my job when I'm trying to help customers, and I have like a camera in my face, I couldn't tolerate that. Like, it's hard to keep your cool sometimes. I shouldn't say never. I mostly held my composure on customers, but like, it's hard when you're dehumanized. Like, especially if you have to interact directly with customers. Like, I worked at Subway, so like, you'd be like making their sandwiches, and these motherfuckers are ruthless. So you put olives on their sandwich, and they'd be like, okay, can I have some green peppers? You put green peppers, they go, more! Like, holy fuck, where did that come from? It's like...
I know exactly the type of customer he's talking about. Holy shit. Luckily, the majority of people are like, put a little more in there, put one more scoop. Usually people are like that. But, oh my god, there would be some motherfuckers that are just like, I want more. I want a little more. Or whatever. And then I've told the story before, but I had this one old crazy cunt of a Karen bitch, like, freak the fuck out over, like, some turkey mayo cranberry wrap thing of just disgusting monstrosity, like, human rights violation proportions. And she, and because I didn't put enough mayo, even though she asked for light mayo, she wanted more. Like, it was literally that. It was just basically straight up, it was just straight up that.
Sandwich.
She was like, straight up just...
green peppers, you put green peppers, they go, more! Like, holy fuck.
More! Tell a customer that's easy, because I like to order bacon sandwiches. Ooh, bacon sandwiches.
It's like... and then you have other people, they'd walk in, you'd say, hi, how's it going? They'd like literally ignore you. Like, they don't even see your humanity or recognize...
Oh my god, there's a lot of people like that. Where they're just like looking up or looking down at the case or some shit, or looking up on our menus and just like, hi, what'd I get you? Or just like, hey, how's it going? Just something like that, just kind of get it started. And they're just like, looking up at the menu, just like, it's just like you never existed. Or just looking down on the food, just like, It's like they don't have earbuds on. It's like they have nothing in, or anything like that, so it's like, I know they heard me. But it's just like, it's like, it just goes right, right out the one ear, right out the other. It's like, what? It's like, hi, hello. It's like, human speaking.
So, like, to put on a happy face is kind of difficult, but, like, this lady just wants to do her job. Leave her the fuck alone.
What's one skill that you've learned here that you never thought you would learn when you first started?
I think it's based on quality.
Yeah.
Because usually, as a customer, I'm looking at things having control.
Yeah.
So when you're here, you learn to like maintain the levels, like the amount that you're putting how much quality basically. So you're...
Another instance where I can't hear shit because the audio is so fucking horrible.
I've got to say, for a YouTuber of this size, your audio is fucked, my dude. Like, you should have had a microphone.
No shit.
We're going to bring cameras.
I mean, you're saying it's this far into it, Mike? I mean, Jesus, it was so heavily noticeable.
Put them in all these workers' faces because you can't hear. Yeah, she's very clearly uncomfortable, and it's making me uncomfortable. It's... like, you've got to read the social cues, my dude. You've got to say, hey, do you want to be on camera? And if you, like, maybe see that reluctance, back away, don't make him do it. Like, she probably wanted to be nice, but you're making her do it. Like, I don't like this.
It's almost like dispensing golf balls.
So this is part of the propaganda. I'm not sure if this is witting or unwitting. I'm sure that they gave him like a little...
What did he even say there, like, before he paused it? It's like dispensing, like, golf balls? What? What, like the fire bat? Oh my god. No, what?
talk about the skills that you learn, the management skills, the coordination, the time management. Like, that's probably what he has to touch on at some point during the video, per the rules of the sponsorship, although I don't know the criteria, to be honest. But, like, you can just see the propaganda all over. Like, it just reeks of propaganda. And really the takeaway at the end...
Because it is propaganda. I mean, this is just, like, really fucking just, like, ugh. Really gross. I mean... It's basically just putting on this whole happy-go-lucky veneer of like, oh, look how nice and chill and cool and hip it is to work at McDonald's. It's like, no. No, it's literally not. Like, I can just see how, you know, like, just looking at him, you know, even here, you know, even in this video, just be like, yeah, no, it's not. Like, you can just, like, look at, you know, these employees that he's kind of having, like, you know, be forced into this weird predicament of being on a video like this, and they're just like, I don't want to do this. I'd rather just, you know, do what I'm supposed to do for my job, get my fucking paycheck, and, you know, just be on with my life. Like, they don't give a shit.
Wow.
And it's just like, and that's just how it is with these type of jobs. Like, people don't give a fuck. They don't care about, like, you know, like their career of McDonald's or Taco Bell or Safeway, whatever the fuck. They just care about getting the job done and getting their paycheck and, you know, like, going home for the day. Like, that's it. It's the main reason for me. I mean, because it's convenient, and honestly, at least, you know, with the new contract of the pay as it is now, not bad. So, I mean, at least, you know, I have an incentive because of that shit, not because I have some weird attachment to the fucking company at all. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. If anything, I do various different things to skirt their fucking profits, because fuck them anyway. So, whatever.
Let's see, like, what does he say at the end?
So, how do you think I did? I did pretty well.
I thought you loved Safeway.
How much of an a-hole was your Subway manager, Mike?
I mean, honestly, it's just like, for me, it's like, I like some of the people I work with, but beyond that, I mean, I don't have, like I said, some affinity towards the company or anything like that. Like, I give a fuck. So, I mean, I don't love, you know, working there in a sense, but I like the people I do work with because they're actually really chill, a really cool crew that I like. So, I mean, as for, like, the workplace itself, sure. But for, like, the work in it itself and, like, the company that, you know, has that work, no.
Worst. The worst. Like, she'd be watching me, and the rule was, okay, you can only
Thought
put
you were
3
sci-fi made,
olives
man.
on a 6-inch, and 6 olives on a foot long. And if you put more than that, you will get written up unless the customer asks. And no customer wants that little. So, like, she'd be sitting there watching. I see you putting way more olives on there. It's like, it's fucking
the fuck?
olives. Like,
It's olives.
It was like 3 cents. God damn, like, such a fucking asshole. And
I mean, like, that's just beyond comical. Luckily, I mean, with our sandwich bar, we don't have stupid little rules like that. Like, honestly, I just fucking, like, load that bitch the fuck up when it comes to those sandwiches.
I worked there for 5 years, actually. Didn't get breaks when I was a minor. Not good. Was treated like shit. And the customers were such fuckheads. I swear to God, they're so rude. Never acknowledge the humanity of you. Like, I think that working in retail and fast food, like, it really should be required for everyone. Like, I don't mean that literally, but, like, you have so much more sympathy for people in retail and fast food who work with the public after you've been, you know, subject to the wrath of these fucking Karens. They're just insane, and some of them are borderline psychopathic. It's just, anything that goes wrong, you get yelled at. If their credit card or debit card gets declined, you get yelled at. That's your fault. It's just every little thing is your fault. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, there so my big thing is at least for the work that I do is because we have a little cash register and shit. So people get checked out and stuff. Sometimes, for me, it's like when people are trying to get fucking savings and shit, because they have like a coupon on their digital app or whatever the fuck, or some shit. So they enter the club card, thinking it's gonna go through, and it is the case legit. Like our digital app for the coupon stuff are jank. Like some of them, sometimes it'll go through, sometimes it won't. It's just fucking weird. It's glitchy as shit like that. I wish I knew the answer as to why that was the case, but it's just shitty fucking software, programming for the app and shit. Honestly, it's just a shitty app. And also, it's definitely, like hard to kind of like navigate as well. It's annoying. And and because of that, it annoys the shit out of people. So, people are like, hey, why isn't this going down? Or blah, 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 blah. And they look at me like I'm the issue with that. And I'm like, I'm not too sure. And also, it's like I can't even fucking, it's not even, it's like I can't really do much. Like, I mean, I have a certain ability to do certain things. I mean, to be able to kind of absolve those type of shit. But straight up, it is like, I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's like I don't got control over it. Jank ass app is jank and ass. It is.
Have you learned a lot about money management on the till?
So again, this is the propaganda tactic. What are you learning from McDonald's? Isn't this a wonderful employer? What a great experience. What are you learning? And now she has to take time out of her day and come up with some bullshit for PR for McDonald's.
Honestly, just looking at her face, it looks like she's trying to think of something right off the top of her head right there. She's like, nothing at all besides, that McDonald's is a shitty, horrible corporation and I feed people slop, but, yeah, here, let me think of a bullshit answer for you. Like, that's exactly like what is going on through her head, just looking at her right there. While this dude's fake ass sort of like, oh, it's like you definitely are totally learned a lot, man, what? Are you learning for Safeway? Nothing I couldn't learn anywhere else, pretty much.
Of McDonald's. Like, if they're going to make her do PR for them, they should pay her accordingly, because the PR department makes a lot more than these minimum wage employees.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we must be confident.
Confidence.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Confidence.
When customers come up, you can greet them, you can say hello,
Make your
conversation.
conversation so they remember.
She sounds so serious. She sounds so genuine.
I fucking hate this dude. Look, I fucking hate him.
I do, dude. Like, this guy's detestable. Like I'm like, cause I'm not saying too much about it, just because honestly I can't. Cause I just want to, I don't know, just like, how you doing, buddy? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing there, friend? Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, I know you like some of the Big Macs, but have you heard of the Big Smack? It's a concert. Doors open at 7, shows at 8. So I was thinking at least, seeing what else will be with this, and then, probably head out here in a bit, because on my way over there I'm gonna sneak a little bit of food. Probably just go to my work and be like, hey, y'all got something you can hook me up with?
Smug motherfucker putting this camera in the faces of these minimum wage workers, getting them to tell you for your propaganda video that you're getting sponsored for how wonderful it is to work at McDonald's. Like, I bet that the sponsorship money that he got was more than any employee makes in a week. Like, I wonder how much it was. Like, it's a lot of money to actually spend your day here. They're spending a lot of money. Like, let me try to like figure it out, because I was offered a sponsorship deal with some VPN company, I won't name them, and the price tag was like a lot. Like, it was a lot of money. It was $300 and $20 for each person who signs up thereafter. No, I didn't take the sponsorship because you already see YouTube ads. You don't need to see more ads. Like, No, that's not okay. I don't want to do that. But like, if
Yeah,
they
fuck
were
that.
willing to pay me, like a small VPN company, $300 just to plug them for like 30 seconds, imagine what McDonald's would pay him for spending the day at McDonald's and making a whole video about this. It
Oh,
wasn't.
dude, he made fucking bank, bro. Dude, this scum shit piece of fuck, it, like, straight up made at least, like, probably a few grand on this video alone. And probably at least a couple $100 per view, so probably a lot of fucking bank.
Are advertised all over. And that's not to say that like if you take advertisements you're inherently bad. I would do it if my channel like needed it and we had no revenue, but I don't want you to watch more. I hate ads, so I don't want you to watch more ads. But yeah, like he's making thousands of dollars. That'd be my guess. And my channel's way smaller than his, right? Like how many subscribers does he have? He has 1 million subscribers. So if where are we at? Like 380,000 subscribers. If they pay me $300 for a really short ad, this dude's getting some like thousands of dollars for sure.
Pictures. Fraction that you made from what earning coming up to
Okay, the salary, that is not a good thing. I was on salary before as a manager when I worked at Blockbuster. I'm dating myself. But salary means that you are going to get fucked. When you're no longer hourly, then they realize they could take advantage of you to the extreme. So I went from working like 35 hours a week to 40 hours a week. I was full time, and then jumping to salary, my pay was increased by like maybe 5%
Oh, watch ignorance. Give me the old yiffy diffy. Yiffy diffy.
each month, and I was working like 60, 70 hours a week. I was working.
Oh, Jesus.
There was one week where I almost had a nervous breakdown where I worked 2 17-hour shifts in a row because everyone had called out and I was the only one available. So it was
Fuck.
like me, 17 hours in a row with like I think 1 or 2 other employees, 2 days in a row. So I went home, and I was commuting, so I basically went home to sleep, and then came right back.
Jesus.
Could have just really should have just like spent the night in my car, but like when you're on salary, they bleed you, they treat you like
Yep.
a robot. So her being on salary, like it sounds good, right? Because you have this reliable income, you always have a certain amount, and if your hours are cut, well, that doesn't affect your income, except they're gonna take advantage of you for sure. So sales bonuses, I didn't get.
Ignore could work 8 hours a week on his current pay. No, I wouldn't. Like, I would. Even I would fucking, start having a fucking mental breakdowns and shit, dude. Like, there'd be no way in hell. Like, working 40 is already enough. So, like, that's enough. I mean, like, I'd rather, work at least about, like, between, like, 30 to like 38, honestly. Like a little less than 40 is fine by me. Like, but like, hey, if I gotta work with 40, I'm down with that. Besides, like every now and then I'll do 6 days, instead of like 5-day weeks too, depending. Like I did last week, especially because it was a Labor Day week because of the holiday pay at that. So, woo, baby. Sometimes, you can kind of take advantage as much as them trying to take advantage of you. Because only doing it a certain amount of times also kind of shows that, like, hey, I'm reliable when I want to. And it's like, so they kind of, keep egging on. It's like, hey, I can, be available. If you need me, just hit me up first, and I'll let you know. And if you say yes at least every now and then, it'll kind of keep them, doing that. But I don't say yes every time.
But if we did make sales
Depends on my mood.
quotas, I would get more labor, so I'd be able to give employees more hours, which helped me to do less work overall. But I did get some bonuses. Although it wasn't until the store closed down, and I got a bonus of, it was like $2,000, I think, because my store sold like a lot. It was like a going out of business sale, and we sold a lot. And so I got like $2,000, which was a lot. Really, really cool. But like that was really the only bonus I got. The only other bonuses that I can remember getting were like $100 bonuses. There was no holiday bonus, no nothing. So salary, you really get fucked. So I feel sorry for her because you know she's not just working 40 hours per week.
And also, like, who exceptionally gets fucked are, like, temp workers, too. I want to make Zukov move. Dude, last night, when I saw a video of this, like, dude who had a husky that they, were going through a drive-thru, and the husky was going off, boofing and being a husky. Straight up, Zukov was, like, going the fuck off over that. I immediately was like, well, can't watch this video. Zukov will be going ape shit over it.
I don't know about regulations in the UK, but in the US, like if you're on salary, unless that's a giant salary, odds are you're gonna get fucked. I wasn't even making $40K a year to be on salary at Blockbuster, and this was, you know, circa 2012, 2013, but still, like...
Man. And Blockbuster was... It's kind of shocking to still think that Blockbuster was, like, still kind of around during that time.
Like, making less than $2,000.
I remember when the Blockbuster closed down at, that was nearby me.
Essentially...
Used to go there all the time as a kid, I remember it.
Rent.
Shit was dope.
And then you work nonstop. It's a lot. Oh, the gift card See, we didn't have gift card pushes at Blockbuster, but we had to sell like candy bundles. And once the company was bought by Dish, we had to shove Dish Network down everybody's throats, and the managers would get reamed if they didn't do that. It was. Yeah,
there's one more. I've passed it before. I've never been in it yet, but I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
I think the only other one is in Alaska.
Well done. That's very impressive. So, Reaper, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Ollie?
I'm very good. I've had an amazing afternoon working here at McDonald's today. How do you think I got on?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Been nervous at first.
Pretty good. You literally did nothing at all because you're doing propaganda, but yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, HR.
Yeah, but I mean, with different roles, it's sort of getting more and more confident, which is great. And this is what we do.
Exactly, and you are the people supervisor, so you're the one that actually hires
Yes,
people.
I've been recruiting, supporting my customer assistants, just teaching them how to set.
So do you think I could potentially work here or develop into a...
Yes, we'll literally take anybody.
Yeah?
Oh, would you hire me? I'd love to work here and make minimum wage, even though I just made like probably $5,000 off of this sponsorship, and then not to mention the ad revenue from this video. Oh, please hire me. Shut the fuck up.
I know, dude. It's so disgusting. You fucking little elitist little tramp. Dude, like, I hope, like, you know, when, like, this motherfucker, like, has, like, the British equivalent of the, you know, like, French Revolution or some shit, you know, he gets, like, fucking, I don't know, like, just, like, steam buns or whatever, like that little bun steamer thing or whatever the fuck, just shove him in there.
Him so much. Am I being unreasonable here? I hate him. He's such a fake fuck.
He is
Yeah.
a Weasley fake little fuck, dude.
Yes.
Yes, I could totally get a...
We have 5
I could totally be a minimum wage slave, yes!
You've enjoyed what you do, and you've also demonstrated friendliness, and the last one is value and respect. So,
I've ticked all those boxes. I'm a perfect candidate. Yes. Thank you very much. And maybe we can sign my brother up as well, actually. He's looking for a job. He's looking for a job. Yeah, he's 16. Yeah, so he needs a job, basically.
Oh, fuck you. I have a brother who's like 16 and he needs a job. We can get him hired here and make him be a little wage slave. Yes. Keep all my earnings for myself. He doesn't deserve it. Fuck that little Trump. He can work here. Fuck you. Piece of shit.
I've had an amazing shift. I've worked with the best team ever over here. so hard-working, and I genuinely didn't realise how much of a big operation it is. I thought, just kind of flipping your burger here and there, doing the right. But I've learned so many incredible skills from just being here for the day. I really felt my confidence growing throughout the day, and I don't feel like there's anything I can't make. I could do the frying machine, I can do the frying machine.
Fuck you, you little bourgeoisie, little wannabe rich fuck. I know, dude.
If you guys enjoyed the vlog, then you know what to do. Don't forget.
I added a little flavor of the verbiage to your comment that I'm sure you probably wanted to add.
Comment section below. How do you think I got on today? I think I did pretty well. I'll see you guys next time with another video. Bye.
I think I'll pass on the subbing.
Yeah, go fuck your sub.
Hi guys, I had a great time working with the fantastic team at McDonald's UK. It's so easy to apply for a job there, and it was really inspiring to hear from the staff about how they developed in their career by working there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and let me know what you think. 18-minute ad, YouTube is really pushing it. Right? When it's time to eat the rich, I'll press you into a patty and eat.
I'll press you into a patty and eat you. Dude, fucking brutal, dude.
Just disgusting behavior. You need a really reality check, man. Okay, seeing these comments, it does not make me
Okay, this makes me comfortable. This makes me feel better. Dude, he's getting fucked on.
for just hating this motherfucker because...
Dude, I feel validated for hating on him now.
I mean,
This little rich bourgeois
what a
shitbag.
fucking shill. Like, that is the
What a fuck.
essential corporate shill right there. What kind of dirty propaganda did I stumble upon? When condoms fail, that's what you get. God damn!
Damn! Oh! Oh, dude, these comments are fucking burning. Oh! Woo! Man, I might need to take some layers off after that heat. Holy shit! Damn!
As a fast food worker, I could proudly say, fuck this guy. Thank you. Anyone who has worked fast food, you can't not hate him. Wage cucks triggered. Fuck you.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Although maybe he's being ironic. I've worked there, and yeah, it's great if you have no self-respect and no will of living. That being said, fuck off, mate.
Fuck off, mate.
Oh, okay. I'm loving the comment section. I wish I could see the dislikes. Clown, clown. The whole comment section is filled with recent comments. Charlie fan supremacy. So other people are talking about this too. It's not just me. There's another, like, somebody mentioned Penguin.
Oh, Charlie. Oh, fucking, that's Moist Critical.
I'm familiar with them. Charlie. Okay. Hilarious. How deep is your tongue in their McAnus? Okay. YouTube comments can be like the worst place on the planet, but sometimes they absolutely fucking deliver.
Oh.
Bulldogs. Charlie said not to troll this guy or call him a name, but I see a lot of people saying really hurtful things.
Yes, karma's karma.
Okay. I don't know who Charlie is, but Charlie, if you're dunking on him too, oh, it's Moist Critical? Okay, I did not know that. Okay, shout out Moist Critical. I'll say the same thing. I don't know if I'll turn this into a YouTube segment, but please don't actually troll this guy or harass him. You don't need to comment or anything at all.
I mean, honestly, I actually agree because everyone else did it for us. You know what I mean? Like, everyone else did it. You know, it's like it's just like at that point, you're just like putting salt on that fucking burn, dude. Like, the dude's been like scorched, it's pretty much like almost like practically cremated, and you're just adding a little more to that. It's like, I mean, it's like, damn, it's like, chill. It's like at this point, it's like you got him. Tango down.
You don't need to comment. We've gotten the commentary out of the way. Comment in my video, right? He doesn't need the engagement. He has 1 million subscribers. I need the engagement. Okay, so Charlie is Moist Critical and Penguin. Okay, how did I not know that? I did not know that. Thank you for filling me in, chat.
You didn't know that, Mike?
This is absolute cringe. Cringiest thing I've ever seen. Straight trash. Weirdo, your content is trash. I hate you. I hate this guy. Oh my god. This is the best comment section I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, base comment section.
It feels like it's straight out of this dystopian novel. Why is nobody wearing gloves? Gross. Condescending knob. Or I gotta say that in a British voice, even though I should.
Condescending knob.
Imagine working in such a fast, stressful environment for crap money and then having to babysit this fundy, dumb Tory tart.
Wait, what? Oh my god, isn't having to babysit this fundy, dumb Tory tart who has money you'll most likely never... Damn! Holy shit, dude! Dude, just savage. These are savage.
Like you never see people like you are a disease. God
Damn.
brutal. They are ripping his ass apart. You are a loser. I'm not here to harass, but who else came here from Charlie's video? I specifically came here to shit on you specifically.
Because I was told not to.
Nobody tells me
What to do.
So corporate and ungenuine. Also, you're a piece of shit. Wow, you come off as a massive ball bag.
Ball bag, I love it.
So somebody's attacking Moist Critical here. If you all came here to harass, then don't support Charlie like you think you do. Yeah, I mean, don't harass him for sure. But like, if somebody already made a comment, it's not immoral to laugh at said comment. Okay.
True.
And that goes
or like it.
For me too.
You know,
somebody
just
leaves a shitty comment.
Leaving it like.
You didn't leave it, so you can laugh at it. It's not bad. I don't care. Reddit is ripping him apart too. So this is on Cringe. Millionaire YouTuber makes a McDonald's-sponsored video about how amazing it is to work a minimum wage job at McDonald's, acts like his few hours there is the most fun he's ever had, asks staff condescending questions, messes about with his mate, and states that making a McFlurry is his dream come true. So that's where I...
Ew.
But let's look at some of these Reddit comments. I hate that you...
I mean, it'd be nice to make it myself, just because then I just can make it, you know? But it's not like a dream come true. It'd just be nice, you know, just to make it myself, just so I'm like, yeah, I'm making one. Yeah. Let's get you. I'm having it for myself, bitch. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
The comments were ruthless.
But that's it. Like, just because I could make one.
I want to see the ratio. God.
So if I want one, I can just make it.
The dislike bar was like the worst decision YouTube has ever made. Oh wait, somebody. So okay, so somebody has the extension. Currently has 9.7k likes and 7.7 dislikes. Okay, so it's close. Links right to his channel. Yeah, let's drive the views up towards this clown. Although people like Moist and myself, you know, we're restreaming the content with commentary. We can do that. It's fair use. So you don't necessarily have to give him views.
Yeah, I'm not.
Reminds me of the Michael Jordan McDonald's training video where he compares his job of putting on his uniform and satisfying the customers for millions of dollars to that of minimum wage grunt satisfying customers at McDonald's. Michael Jordan, did you really do this?
Dude, did Michael actually do that?
No. You're giving Michaels a bad name.
Dude, I mean, he's just another, you know, like, kind of corporate billionaire type of dude who's just, you know, like, doing it for his own fucking money, you know, profit and shit. So, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Or at least was.
So this person suffers from an unusual form of cancer, having anywhere between 18 and 36 months to live. If only someone could please let me work at McDonald's for just one day, I could die happy, man, please. Okay, so I don't know if they're, you know... They're probably, like, memeing. I hope they are. If not, that's really unfortunate. But, yeah. This, like, reads like... It feels like a Make-A-Wish Foundation video. Where this was, like, his dying wish to work at McDonald's and make a fucking McFlurry. Like, let's see him interact with some of the customers. You know, let's see them bitch at him because they got 3 pickles instead of 4 pickles on their double quarter pounder. Like, let's see him.
Oh my god, for real.
How he can handle that kind of a situation.
Dude, imagine if he just, like, you know, decided to, you know, like, work there for like a month and had to deal with that shit. Like, had secret cameras set up so you could see his day-to-day, you know, shifts and routine. Oh my god, dude, he would have a real different perspective. But no, he has to have a nice little propaganda spiel and all nice and fake and veneered out, you know, instead. To kind of give this idea and ostensibility of like, oh, see, it's actually cool and hip. Imagine Bezos came to a warehouse to slum with the pores. If there wasn't like a radical, like, you know, shift of rebellion from those workers, you know, just at the sheer process of him attempting to do that, I mean, I don't know what to say to them, unfortunately.
Fucking soy-faced, as he is in the thumbnail, if you had to deal with that, right? He wouldn't have this face if a Karen comes up. It's like, speak up, you cunt! I can't hear ya. Like an American British person sounds like, but it sounds like like I feel like
speak
that was
up, you fucking dimwit!
Not British at all.
Excuse me.
I have a terrible British accent, but he wouldn't be soy facing when he starts dealing with the actual public, who are complete fucking assholes. But okay, let's get a little bit more of the comment section. I'm enjoying this too much to stop. This total loser with the dad butt. Okay, that's too far. No personality at all, has an amazingly hot girlfriend just to show you what money can do. Okay, I don't know about that. Now, call me wrong, but this ain't that bad, bro. Like, yeah, you can clearly tell it's fake, but almost all sponsors... no,
fuck off. Don't even defend it. Fuck you. Yeah, don't even attempt to defend that shit. What a weirdo.
Watch me. He thinks Ronald McDonald is going in back pulling burgers out of his ass. Like, no, the burgers are cooked back there. I had a great McDonald's experience, though I can't remember much of it because I was extremely faded 90s. Okay. So just people shitting on him. Wow.
So it's like, I don't know much about my experience because I was faded as fuck. I didn't care.
Has selling out ever been more blatant? I'd love to hear from one person who said working at garbage dump McDonald's helped their career in what? Pulling fries from the fryer when the timer goes up. Just be honest with the title and say McDonald's paid me to tell you working there is great, and don't ever form a union because, you know, unions are bad for you. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
And honestly, that's probably why this was made. Because, I mean, there is legitimately a stronger, you know, uplift of labor these days. And I guarantee you, like, a lot of these companies are trying to figure out new, cool, hip ways, you know, to not directly say union's bad, but basically just give this veneer of, like, hey, it's actually cool and hip to be here. You don't need a union because look how awesome it is. And they don't have to say you don't need a union. They could just be, you know, saying everything else, make propaganda like this shit, and try to, like, you know, undermine and kind of, like, you know, be like, oh, it's not that bad, you know, when it comes to working here and shit. Kind of give this ostensibility to people like, oh, I mean, and why would they? It's not that bad. I saw this video that showed how cool and hip it looked. You know, so at the end of the day, it's just all propaganda.
18-minute ad. Exactly. The day they legalize eating the rich is the day I'll give this video a like. Fuck you, man. I wish you lived like us for just a day. And that's just it. I mean, he didn't have to fucking do this. Doing propaganda at the behest of these large multinational corporations who exploit their workers, treat them like shit, saying, oh, it's wonderful. I had so much fun. They let me work the McFlurry machine. And these employees who I shoved cameras in front of their faces, you know, they said that it's great. It's not like they're being held fucking hostage and anything that they say on this video will be used against them. No, they're genuinely happy about working for this company that treats them like shit.
Absolutely.
I mean, Jesus Christ. I hate this kind of shit. YouTubers have gone too far. Okay, we spent way too much fucking time on that.
No, you didn't. You didn't spend enough time on that. Because honestly, like, I mean, it's just kind of another symptom of the, like, the whole fucking hyper, like, capitalistic grind set disease and shit that a lot of these different YouTube influencers have. Like, Mr. Beast is another example of that. Like, I mean, it really was fucking adamant when he did that whole, like, LARPing as a fucking prisoner. Venom, if you haven't seen that, oh my god, go check it out later, because that's disgusting. I'll probably share it to you, because, I know where to find it, where you might at least have a little humor, you know, reacting to it, so you don't have to give Mr. Beast an actual fucking view. That's also the reason why I use, you know, like, you know, a react, basically, so I don't necessarily have to give a view to those weird fucking schlarmy little sons of bitches. Well, you know, maybe for some content. Like, definitely for that weirdo. I'm not going to Ollie Woods Rogues, you know, to go react to that shit. I'll just, you know, use somebody else that happens to do it. But anyway, gonna head off to my little fun concert and stuff, and yeah, I don't know if I'll be back later tonight or try do another little more stream tomorrow, but we'll see. But anyway, at least for now, peace out, and I shall be back around for that next one. Hopefully without being throttled like what